Well, I guess maybe you guys can hear me. Anyway, it's just kind of an impromptu. I was just over here messing around in the studio, some playing with a little bit of software and trying to clean things up. We had to move a bunch of stuff out of here. We had the guy come that bought our business, finished it. Ended up buying the. Let me turn this audio down. This thing's. Didn't realize audio was up over here. I don't know how many of you guys will get on here tonight. I see one of you is heavenly bound. Hello. But anyway, people that bought our business, it's in this same building. They had to come get a bunch of stuff this week, and we made a mess. So I've been cleaning up, and then decided to come in here and mess around with a little bit of software. So how you guys doing tonight, heavenly bound? Is it raining where you guys are at? What's the sound like? This is actually on it's on a separate computer tonight, away from the main computer I normally use. So kind of curious to see if I nailed the audio or not, and see if you guys can even see us. Says you can see me. I can see myself on the monitor, but I'm doing good. Kathy is not doing good. She's had a really good week though, so I'm not yeah, audio isn't very good. Yeah, is it scratchy or too high or what? Hey, 280 zone. Yeah, I'm on a different computer tonight, so I'm just kind of winging it. Like I said, I actually wasn't even going to get on here, and I thought, well, what the heck? I was sitting here. I might as well try it out and see what's going on. What's is it too high, too low, scratchy? What are you hearing there, 280? Heavenly Bound says sounds good. Had to turn our audio up to 80 to okay, so the volume's down a little bit and it's kind of muffled. I don't know. Let me see if I can adjust this on the fly. I'm not sure that I can, but I will try. Let's see. You guys can tell me. All right, that should be turning the gain up. Are you having to turn your TV down now? And what did that just absolutely destroy the sound by moving those? Or it's a software that runs it on this computer. This is my old computer. Yeah, she's had a really good week, but man, these storms coming through. I don't know if you guys ever heard old people talk about they could tell it's going to rain because okay, it's helping. Tell me which way to go with it, and I'll try to adjust it. But anyway, old folks used to say, my knee's hurting, it's going to rain. And Kathy can just about predict it. She's been hurting since yesterday. So overmodulated now. Okay, well, let's see. Let me try this to see if that helps with the modulation. Does that help with the modulation? Seems to have a lot of bass. Okay, I turned the gain way back on it. So see if that helps. I get this one dialed in. I'll use this one occasionally because this one actually lets me do a pop-out window. You guys will notice I'm kind of looking at the camera, but I'm looking at a monitor right behind it. It's got all my chat in it and a real big screen where I can see it. Not been able to do that with the new computer yet, but I'll get it figured out. But anyway, like I said, this is kind of an impromptu. I wasn't even planning on being on here tonight. But I thought, well, what the heck? I'm here. It's a rainy night. So thought I'd try it out. Okay, 280, you said that's helping, and Heavenly Bound, you said that's better. Help me go ahead and dial it in while we're on here. We'll talk about some other stuff, but if you'll tell me if it's you want me to bring I can bring the audio level up more. I'm only at halfway, but I did bring the it's called the pan, but it's really a gain. I brought it way down, so you guys tell me. I brought the master up and I brought the gain down. So which one do you think will help me to get it even better? Anyway, that's what's up with Kathy. We had planned yesterday maybe to do an actual live tonight and get everybody on here and have a good one, but it just didn't work out, and she just hasn't felt good. As you can see, her chair is empty. But anyway. All right, what you guys want to talk about? Heck, there ain't but 3 of us on here. That's 4 counting me. We'll talk about something if you want to. I've actually got one of the wheels off my cargo trailer out there. I'm waiting on new seals to come in. Ordered 4 new seals for it. Ordered from E-Trailer? Yeah, E-Trailer. And they'll be here Tuesday. Oh, 280. You just have 2 ears? You like me. I'm just, I'm not all that smart when it comes to all this stuff in here. I just kind of wing it. But I'll adjust on it some more if you guys want to help me get it dialed in just a little bit. Do I have treble? No, I do not have a treble on it. I'll tell you what it does have. It has an input. It has a dB gain. And then it has a pan, which is actually a... it's kind of a gain, but it's not. And then it has a master control on it. But if you want to talk about treble, let me try moving this right here down just a little bit. Did that bring the volume way down too, or did that maybe that was part of the treble or bass on here? They're not labeled real well, to be honest with you, but most of the stuff's made in China anyway, so you know they get their stuff wrong sometimes. Let me know if that helped right there. Anyway, got one of the wheels off, and so far it looks good. The bearings, I don't see any scoring. Didn't see anything. It was okay. That's worse. Okay. Well, let me bring that back up. All right, 280 says worse. Heavenly Bound says yes. Bring gain up now. Okay, you know what? Let me try that. I'm gonna bring that back down, and I will bring the gain up. All right, so I brought the slide down and the gain up. All right, 280. What do you think? Heavily Bound. What do you think at this point? Because everything it shows everything in the green on here, which is the first time I've seen it all in the green. So I don't know. You tell me if that sounds better or not. Anyway, E-Trailer, man, they were awesome to work with. I wasn't real sure exactly what I needed. All I had was the seal I pulled out, but it had numbers stamped on it, and I knew I had Dexter axles, and I also knew they were 5,200 pound. So called the guy, and he said he could help me out, and sure enough, slide gain up. Okay. That's halfway. I slid the gain halfway. So I'm now at about halfway on just about everything. Alright, so it's too low now. I don't know. I'm gonna give you a second, and you can tell me if it came back up or not, because I slid the slide up, the one that says DB. I slid it back up. Good now? Alright, 280, what do you think? Good? Indifferent? Sideways? What should I do with it? It's hard to know on this end. That's better? Okay. So, has it got good quality sound there now? Okay, Heavenly Bound says perfect. What about you, 280? Is it decent? I mean, would you stay on the live if I was on here for an hour with this kind of audio, or does it need some improvement? But anyway, I'll go back to the E-Trailer thing. E-Trailer, that guy was awesome. He was not in a hurry. He didn't try to rush me off the phone. Actually gave me more than one option of brands that I could get, but I chose to stay with the one. He actually had the one that I had in stock with those same numbers, so that's what I stuck with. But I'll get them put in Tuesday or Wednesday, and then what is it, the 21st? We're out of here again. We're headed out west, so you guys get to see some good content at that point, instead of me just sitting here being a talking head. Like I said, this was an impromptu, so I'm just sitting here chattering. So let's see, just a little too much bass in your opinion? 280. Okay. Is it like painful too much bass, or is it close? I don't think I can adjust that on here. So you would stick around. That's good to know. I don't know if maybe you're just that bored, or maybe I'm just sitting around trying to entertain you guys and give you something for your time. I know everybody's time's valuable, so I appreciate you guys hanging around with me, especially tonight when I'm trying to get all this other stuff up. You know what I ought to do? I ought to take a second camera and let you guys see what it looks like in here. But you know what? I might can do that. If you guys want me to do that, tell me, and I will go over here and grab this GoPro and turn it on, and I'll show you what it looks like in here. Worn out from patching drywall. What the heck? You hire somebody to do drywall, man. That stuff makes me mad. I'd rather get on a hot roof and put tar on it than I had to mess with drywall, and I don't like to do either one of those. Yeah, I do grease my wheel bearings. In fact, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a repack. That's why I took them off. I did them about 2 years ago, and I try to do it every year, but I didn't do it last year, and we didn't travel as much last year though, so I'm probably all right. All right, you want me to do the GoPro? All right, let me grab it. Anyway, you guys can probably still hear me. Figure out what I did with the GoPro. Well, it says it's on, so if it'll come up, I will switch it over. Yeah, there it goes. All right, so not sure how much cable I got here or how much I can do with this. So let me get to switch cameras. All right, you're on the GoPro now. So let's see if I got enough cable here. Anyway, this is my normal setup. Tell you what, let me turn some more lights on here where you can see. Hang on a second. There we go. That will see here. Anyway, this is my normal setup. You can see the iPads and chargers and batteries, and this is an L8. That's what actually produces the audio when I'm using the big computer, and by using the other computers. What I do is I turn the cables up. This is what I normally use right here. And typically when I use these, you'll have stuff like, give me a second, I'll pull it up and show you what it actually looks like when you guys are seeing us in the polished mode is what I call it. That's what you would normally see. Like that's the Cargo to Cozy. That's on that. It's on that studio right this minute. There's 3 studios in here where I'm working. I'll kind of show you, but that's where that camera's at, and that's how that works. That's a switcher and stuff. And then that one over there just shows you the YouTube page, lets you know I'm live and all that. That's just for me. Hope you guys are enjoying this, because I'm just rambling. But then you got over here, you got a screen up here that actually shows us kind of audio levels and which camera is doing what, and what the next screen will be when I change it. And then you see on this TV right here, I've actually got pulled up a chat box. So let's see. Lost audio. Where your mic? I can't wear the microphone. The microphone's actually over here on the desk. So hopefully you guys can hear me. It shows that it's still bouncing around. So Too many buttons, too many switches. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm in here tonight, trying to put some new stuff on and messing around. So can't hear me when I get away from the microphone, can you? Anyway, I'm just showing you guys around over here what it is. That's the Cargo to Cozy. That's one of them. Then you turn around. This is the one you guys are seeing tonight. That's what it really looks like without it cropped in. And then you can go over back here to the back. That's just a monitor outside. You guys can see the motorhome sitting out there and the cargo trailer. Security footage. Anyway, let me get back off this and I'll get back over to where you guys are at. There, bright lights off where to quit flooding you guys out. All right, let me switch you back over to. All right, I'm back. How was that for a tour? That was definitely impromptu. Yeah, if I was going to do this for real, I would end up putting a wireless mic on and stuff. But again, I'm just in here messing around. Oh, we're up to 7 people. I don't know who all has jumped on here now. Yeah, you can barely hear my ramblings. Yeah, I know. Try yelling. I was talking loud. You guys couldn't hear me. Anyway, these microphones are. You got to be right in front of them. Looks awesome. Well, thank you. We've worked hard at it and spent a whole bunch of money to put all this together. But I'm still working on it when I have time in my free time. And I was actually that big monitor I showed you a while ago that had the all the different pictures in it. That's new. I just put that up today. But that helps me because I can sit here and actually still talk to you guys. And if I just look off a little bit to the left, I can see what's actually going on. And I can adjust it all from the laptop sitting right here, right there. I can actually operate all of it from there. And it's a dual. You can do it from where I'm sitting, or I can, like if Trey's here producing it for me where it really looks polished, like you guys get the intro music and the fading of stuff and the outro music, and he does all that from the other side. So yeah, that's pretty fancy when you do that. I'm back on my laptop. That's what we originally started with, was this. And I was actually researching on it, how to do some things tonight. And then I thought, what the heck, just go live with it and chat with you guys for a little bit. I was actually getting bored, to be honest with you. So anyway, I don't know who the other 6 people are. I know we got 280 on here and Heavenly Bound. Who's the rest of you? Chime in there a little bit. Let's see who it is. It just shows me on my end. It shows me how many concurrent viewers are on. It says 7. One of them's counting me. Can we try something? Sure. What do you want to try? I'm always up for trying stuff. Sit back from the mic a little. Okay. How's that? Is that better or worse? Or they're super sensitive mics. Now, again, I'm on a different system, so where I've got them set on my regular system, that's what you guys normally hear, but on the old system here, it is very basic. It doesn't have, like on the other system where I showed you that big soundboard that was over there, I can actually adjust the bass and the treble, and I can even make it echo. So now it's better. Okay. Well, maybe it's just overmodulating them because I'm too close to these sensitive mics. So maybe I should put it back away from me a little more. But anyway, it's way over your head. Yeah, you can't even do drywall. Yeah, me either, buddy. Don't feel bad. So I had my kitchen redone, I don't know, about 10 years ago. And we was talking about, I said, I could hang all the sheetrock. I just can't finish it. And I can hang it. And I can finish it a little bit, but it just wasn't worth it. So I just hired some people to come in, and where it would have took me a week, they came in and hung that stuff and put the first coat on it in one day. That was amazing. In fact, by the end of the week, they were gone. I was putting paint on the walls. Yeah, these are super nice microphones. It's not the microphone's fault, but it's the audio software and stuff that I'm running it through on this old laptop. That's what's making it bad. Like I said, these are the same microphones and everything I use on the more professional outfit that we use over there. But this is through a laptop with some clunky old software on it. So guess it is what it is. We'll when we do our actual lives, we'll always be using the better stuff anyway. I just thought I would see on here tonight if the old stuff actually still worked. I was just curious, so I was just messing around with it. But still curious to know why. I don't know. There's so many settings on this old software, but like I said, the way it's marked and stuff, it's kind of really kind of hard to know. So man, we're up to 10 people watching. But it seems like I'm just having a conversation with 280 and Heavenly Bound. Who else is watching? Don't be shy. Get in there and chat a little bit. I'm just sitting around chatting about nothing mainly. What do you guys think about the picture quality? The picture quality should still be good because I'm using the main camera, so it should still be good. It's the audio that's lacking a whole lot. Oh yeah, I agree for sure. Yeah, most YouTubers struggle with audio for sure. That's why we spent so much on the new system to overcome that. Is old software still works. Some old is better than the new. Yeah, that's true for the most part. Like I said, I'm still using the new camera. And it has a whole lot better. I went back and looked at a year ago. The other day, I was looking at some of the old videos just to see what I had been doing. And anyway, the quality was terrible. They were terrible old. My son's texting me, so I guess he's on here. It says picture quality is super. Yeah, I figured it was because I'm using the new camera, but the audio is quiet. Yeah, I think maybe it just depends because if I get the mic close to me, it seems to be overbearing for you guys there at Heavenly Bound. But I'm really just not sure which one of these buttons to turn up to make it sound good without overmodulating it. I guess I could try the master mic. Let me try pulling it up just a little bit and see. Does that make it louder without destroying the sound again? I guess, Trey, you can text me and let me know. Obviously, you're watching, so. We went from 10 back down to 7. I guess people figured out I was talking about nothing on here. Trey's my producer, right? He's on here texting. He ought to be down here, and he could just go ahead and produce a good one, couldn't he? And then we could actually talk about something else, but I don't know what it would be. But the sound would be better. Yeah, I hear you, Ray. I don't know what Bill's doing tonight. I talked to him this morning. They got some good storms yesterday, but they're fine. But yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I don't think he's jealous, though. I've seen a lot of his equipment. Bill's got some pretty nice equipment. Don't let him fool you. He's got some pretty nice stuff. I'm really surprised that Bill hasn't set up a studio in his trailer because he's got the ability. He's actually got, well, he's got soundboards kind of like I've got and some other stuff, nice camera. So really kind of surprised he hadn't done it. He's got a studio for his guitar and stuff where he gets in there and plays and records music. And if you've never listened to Bill play and actually sing, Yeah, Bill missed his calling. He should have been a professional. He's really good. But okay, so Trey, is that? I mean, is that actually? You said it's getting better. So should I turn up the actual master a little more, or will you think it'll distort it if I do? Trey's shy. Not really. He's watching me on TV, and if you can't actually do comments and chat and stuff on the TV, as you guys know. So he's texting me on the phone, watching it on the TV. So anyway, he always helps me dial stuff in. That's how we got the new stuff dialed in. Was he was actually watching me on his TV at home while we were trying to dial it in down here. Because it always sounds and looks good in here, but it ain't what you guys are seeing or hearing on the other end sometimes. So it just helps. Distorting a little bit when I raise my voice. Okay, well, let me try turning the mic back just a little bit. And then let me try turning the gain itself up and see if that helps. What'd that do to it? Did I destroy it sure enough that time? Actually, it brought everything down into the green except for one, and it's in the yellow. So, not sure what that... Usually, if you're in the yellow, just not bumping the red, it's usually good. But, again, who knows? Who knows? Man, you guys must really be bored to be sitting around listening to me tonight. 'Cause I'm bored. Trey's actually... He's typing again, so we'll see what he's got to say this time. See if it's better or worse. I'm super happy with it. Worse again? Yeah. I'm super happy with the camera that we're using now. Okay, well, let me try turning that back up just a little. You know, let me try just turning this one up. Heck, we're all just sitting around looking to see what it does anyway. What'd that do? I slid the master slide. Yep, back it off just a hair. That is almost all the way up on the master. So I don't know. I surely can't be quieter than it was because it's actually bumping the red just a little bit now. Like being at the eye doctor, yeah. Do it with your left eye, do it with your right. Well, maybe do it with your left ear and do it with your right ear instead of doing it with the eyes. Got louder. Yeah, I figure it got louder. I slid the master almost all the way up on this one. This one's so clunky, Trey, compared to the L8. Man, this thing is terrible. But it is what it is. It's the old crap, so. Well, we got a steady 6 people on here. I guess that ain't bad for a rainy night and me just popping up out of nowhere. Trey, you ought to come down. I cleaned the rest of the studio out today and got rid of all the junk. Well, I'll take that back. There's a box down here that's still got some stuff in it for you. I cleaned all that stuff up. Turn down. Oh, I thought you meant just turning your hair down. Huh? Turn down a hair. All right, we'll try that. See how that works. I just don't know about. It's just too many buttons, and all of them are mislabeled. Not what I would think they would be anyway. Not you go look at the L8 soundboard over there. It's a professional soundboard. It makes sense. Now these, no, they don't make sense at all. I'm just trying to figure it out. So, yeah, Trey, it looks a whole lot better in here today. I need to do some cable management though. I got dang cables laying everywhere in here. Checking out. Oh, man, Daryl, you're way out there. Ford land. No, that's not Ford the automobile. That's cool, Daryl. I'm glad you came out. I guess you're just sitting around bored like me and it popped up on your phone, didn't it? Can't believe I've been on 32 minutes talking about absolutely nothing. Are you guys having a good time? That's all that matters, as long as you guys are having a good time. Well, I have just about messed with this thing about all I'm going to mess with it. Either it's good or it ain't. It don't really matter. Like I said, this is the old junk. We go back to the good stuff. Need to find all my video stuff and put a video out for Tuesday, because I don't really have anything right this minute. We kind of used up all of our videos. But we're headed out west in 2 weeks. Gonna go see a lot of good things, and we'll take you guys along with us, let you see what we're doing. But we originally had planned on going to New Mexico. We were gonna go out there and find a piece of property and stay out there during the summer for Kathy, because she has a hard time breathing during the summer and the humidity. But I think we've changed our plans. We're going to do something a little different. I'll let you guys know what it is later, but we are not going to be buying a piece of property in New Mexico or Arizona. However, what we are going to do is we're still going to go out that way, but we have decided to take the tour of Texas. That's what we're going to do on this trip. That's maybe what we call it, the tour of Texas. But we're going to make a big old loop around Texas and see a whole lot of the sites that are there. We're not going to see everything because Texas is so huge, but we're going to go out and yeah, 280. We're not doing New Mexico for a couple of reasons. One of them is because we found out they have terrible dust storms out there. Well, dust storms are not going to be good for breathing either. So that was just one of the reasons. And then we've actually got we're going to do a different option. I'll share that with all you guys later. It's no big deal. It's not groundbreaking or anything, but I'll just tell you more about what we decided to do later. But for now, we're just going to go out and explore. But we're going to go out to Lufkin, Texas will be our first stop in Texas. And then, all right, see you guys, Heavenly Bound. Thanks for entertaining me some. But anyway, we're going to go out to Lufkin, then we're going to Navasota to see a friend. Then we're going to leave there and probably head a little further down south and kind of make the big loop. But we're going to end up at Amarillo, and then we'll head over to Oklahoma to see some people. And hey, Brad, I'm just on here running my head about absolutely nothing. But anyway, I'm glad you popped in. I know the audio ain't real great. This is on my old system. I was actually just over here in the studio messing around, Brad, and yeah, I didn't put it out that I was going to be on tonight, Brad. I just popped up on here, but glad you popped up on there too. Anyway, we're going to be coming back through Oklahoma and see some friends out there, and then be stopping off in Arkansas and seeing some friends. I'm sure we're going to see Bill and Deb while we're out there. And anybody else along the way that thinks you might be in line with where we're going, holler at us. We'll see if we can meet up with you somewhere. Brad, you're going to be a little far out of the loop for me this time. Oh, it sounds good, Brad? Well, that's good. We spent the first 30 minutes on here trying to dial the old settings back in on the old computer. Normally I'm on the new equipment. I'm on the new camera still, but on the old computer. But anyway, like I said, I just got on here. Kathy's not feeling good today. She's been feeling good all week, though, Brad. It has been awesome. She has really felt good. So anyway, with the storms coming through and the rain, it's just messing with her. She just ain't felt good all day. So I told her just lay around and sleep and watch TV. And I was going to come over here at the shop and clean up some, and then I got in here inside the studio and got to messing around, adding a few things, putting a few things up that's been laying around. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. So I don't know who else is on here. We had up to 11 on here. We'll go back down to 10. Anyway, I think I'm probably going to get off of here. See what, go back over across the street and see what I got for dinner. And then, trying to read what Daryl said. I actually can actually fairly close to looking at the camera, and there's a monitor behind it now that's got the got all the chat big enough where I can see it. Daryl says great. The picture is great. Started watching the videos. Not to build a camper, however, I might include a camper into my cargo trailer. I would go to the farmers market and festivals. Yeah, that'd be cool, Daryl. .280 zone at Luann. Oh, New Mexico is okay to visit, just not one of my favorite places in the Southwest. Luann, are you guys 280? You and Rusty? Are you and Rusty 280 zone? That's funny. If it is, you guys been jumping on here this whole time. I never could figure out who 280 zone was, but I know you guys have never met Luann and Rusty. They're up from on top of the mountain. Super good people. Anyway, we need to oh, okay, 280 is not. Okay. So, Luann, are you guys not the ones that live up on top of the mountain in Alabama? If not, that is a huge coincidence because there's a Luann Shy lives up there. And with those two names, I can't imagine that happening twice. That would really be a coincidence. That's funny. Anyway, I got to get back up on top of the mountain and go to the winery up there, and there's a pizzeria up there that's out of this world. They actually have a big pizza oven there, and they cook them right in front of you. It's really good. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I've chatted about all I'm going to chat. I'm going to go over there and find me some dinner and check on Kathy. About tired of messing with this old junk. 280, you're in Arizona. Is that where you live, 280? Is that in Arizona, or are you just out there visiting around? I'll wait for you to respond before I get off here because I'm actually curious about that. The 280 zone, is that the 280Zs that your handle comes from? Or, because here in Alabama, we have a highway 280, and it's terrible. You don't want to be on there. Oh, Luann, it is you. Okay, I was going to say, man, that would be one heck of a coincidence if it wasn't you. But, yeah, we're going to be in town for the next 2 weeks, and then we're gone for at least 3 weeks, and then we'll be back for a while. So probably won't catch up with you guys before we get out of here. But as soon as we get back, we are definitely up for going to the pizza place again, and maybe we do the pizza place and the brewery this time instead of going to the winery. Although we like the winery, but we really did enjoy the brewery and the pizza place there. Oh, you lived there about 40 years. Wow. The 280Z. Man, the 280Z was an awesome car. The straight six in it. Thing will pass everything. You still got one of them? Said I was going to get off here, and I just keep chatting on it. I'm up to 41 minutes, about nothing here. Well, I won't say nothing. I enjoy talking to you guys. Anyway, well, Luann, we'll catch up with you and Rusty when we get back for sure. We tried to catch up with you here a while back, but something happened. You guys couldn't make it. I don't remember what the deal was. All my days run together anymore. All right. Well, I enjoyed it, and I will see you guys soon. Got to find something for Tuesday's video. If there ain't nothing comes up Tuesday, you'll know why. Oh yeah, some of you had added turbos. Good Lord, man, I can't imagine. Yeah, I've seen people put the V8s in them too, but again, Those cars wasn't made for a V8. Those things will scare you to death with that kind of motor in them. All right. Anyway, said it 2 or 3 times. I am going to go, so we will see you guys sometime here soon. Glad everybody joined in and enjoyed talking to all of you, and I'm out. See you guys. Bye.